everyone, this is Nishat and welcome back to my channel. In this channel I make videos on books and all kind of bookish stuffs, and in this video you are watching the review of The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. Now I recently completed this book and I absolutely loved it, and I believe that people out there should read this book because it has a lot of wisdom to offer, and undoubtedly it is the best-selling book because of its content, which is obviously amazing. Now, moving into the story, we find that this is the story about a lady named Ella who is in her late 30s and she lives in America with her husband and 3 children. Now, she has a very peaceful life with all the luxury, but what she lacks in her life is love. There's no love in her marital life. Now, she however takes up the job of a book reviewer, and the very book that she gets to review is named as The Sweet Blasphemy, which is actually written by a new author named Aziz. Now, taking up this book for reviewing was one of the most decisive moments in Ella's life. Ella would no more be the same person that she used to be before she had completed reading this book. And we as readers are going to find out how this book is going to change Ella's life and her perspective towards life. This book is something that would actually bring back the lost happiness in Ella's life, and it would be very interesting to see how it does so. Now, talking about the book The Sweet Blasphemy, we are going to see that this is about the great poet Rumi, the great poet of love who is considered as one of the greatest poets who ever existed in this earth, and his companion the Shams of Tabriz, who was a wandering Sufi saint. In this book, we are going to see his spiritual journey, Rumi's spiritual journey, from being just a religious scholar living in Baghdad to be one of the greatest poets in this earth. And also, we are going to see a lot of things, like we are going to see the friendship between Shams of Tabriz and Rumi, the various events when they met, how they came closer, how they separated, and also we are going to learn a lot about life, love, God, and a lot of things to be learned from this book. Now, talking about the very narrative structure of the book, this book is actually a novel within a novel, because in this book we are not just reading the story of Ella, but at the same time we are reading the story of Rumi and his companion Shams of Tabriz. So simultaneously we are reading 2 books or 2 stories, one which is set in the present, the story of Ella, and the one which is set in the past, which is the story of Rumi and Shams of Tabriz. I believe this kind of narrative technique is very unique, and because of this very technique, the reading or the very reading process, it becomes a lot more enjoyable, and at the same time it's not somewhere kind of boring as it would have been if we were reading just the simple story. I believe because of this parallel narration, the story becomes way more interesting and one won't feel any kind of boredom while reading this story. Talking about characters, this book is filled with a lot of characters. Now I'm talking about both of the books and all of their characters. Now, in the main book, we are going to see Ella, her husband, her 3 children, and Aziz, this writer. And in the book, The Sweet Blasphemy, we are going to see a lot of characters, and we are going to read the very book, The Sweet Blasphemy, or rather, we are going to read the whole book, 2 of these books in their perspective. Just for example, we are going to read the book from the perspective of a beggar, we are going to read the book from perspective of a prostitute, sometimes from Ella, sometimes from Shams, Rumi, his son, his daughter and wife. And because of this, I believe that the readers at the same time are able to see things differently, because we are not reading the same kind of book from a single narrator. We are reading the book from various narrators, and all of them are different from each other. All of them have their own perspective, all of them have their own thinking process, and with them also we as readers are thinking differently. Now in this book, The Sweet Blasphemy, we are going to see that there are going to be a lot of spiritual talk between Shams of Tabriz and Rumi, and during the spiritual talks, Shams of Tabriz would be teaching Rumi about the 40 rules of love, and with his teachings also we as readers are also going to learn about these 40 rules. Now these 40 rules of love are not just about love, they are about life, about finding your true self, finding what is hidden within you. Now this was all about the plot. Now I'll be talking about other things related to this book. This book is not just a spiritual book. This book is about love, about friendship, and about Sufism. Now the love that has been talked about in this book is not romantic love. The love that is being talked about is kind of platonic, like the love which exists between two friends, the love between human being and the divine, and the very concept of self-love. And talking about Sufism, we find that this book gives us a brief account of the Sufi sense, the mystical power, and how they were being viewed by the society. I kind of believe that this book by Elif Sharaff is not just a spiritual book, but it is kind of self-help book, because in this book you are going to learn about how you can improve yourself as a human being. You can learn about the very concept of self-love, the very concept of respecting yourself and loving yourself and giving yourself that very place, and favoring yourself more than anyone else. Also, it teaches us that every one of us, we are unique and we are different from others, and we are here in this world for a purpose. All we need to do is to find that unique quality within ourselves and use it and implement in our lives. That's all for today, guys. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and please let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts about this book. And I want to apologize to you guys for one thing, that is my background. I'm really very sorry, but I don't have any proper background in my home where I can shoot the video. Nevertheless, please forgive me for that, and please let me know in the comment section about this book. And till then, stay safe. Bye bye.